This episode of Financewize is sponsored by Sanlam Namibia Holdings.
Congratulations to Samba Richter from Windhoek, winner of the BlackBerry Curve cell phone courtesy of Sanlam Namibia Holdings.
Hello, and thanks for tuning in to Financewize, the show that empowers you to make informed decisions about your money. I'm Tante Kostumi Milani, and in today's episode, we'll be looking at unit trusts. You've probably heard of stokvels. The original term was probably stock fares. Back when they started, many individuals realized they could not accumulate enough money to give them access to an expensive service or product. Different people then pooled their money to buy goods in bulk at a lower price or to negotiate better returns or loans at low rates of interest. Unit trusts work in very much the same way. They obtain something that is almost impossible for individuals: blue chip shares. The high prices of some shares have locked out investors from purchasing them. A golden key to unlocking these riches is now in the hands of even the most modest investor. The key, unit trust, is available to everybody. But before we go further into this topic, let's see what ordinary Namibians have to say about unit trusts.
How would you like owning shares in a big company?
I would always love to do that because after all, you don't have to work, you just have shares in the company and at the end of the year you get your dividends and stuff. So it's actually nothing.
What's stopping you?
I'm still in school. I don't have funds to buy shares and stuff because they are quite expensive to buy shares. Be a shareholder as well, yeah.
Have you ever heard of unit trusts?
Unit trust, no, never.
That will be a pleasure for me. To generate more money, develop yourself, you need to have shares. One job is not enough, my brother, Yeah.
What's stopping you?
I would love to, but it never came to me at this time to actually undergo such a thing. But I would really love to, because I've seen people benefited a lot from shares, Yeah.
Have you ever heard of unit trust?
Unit trust, yes, I've heard of unit trust from other companies, yeah.
Well, it's good. Why not? You generate dividend, profit. It's a secure investment, depending on the profile of the company.
What's stopping you?
To invest? Well, if information is available and I'm persuaded enough, why not? I will invest.
Have you ever heard of unit trusts?
Yeah, certainly. I have a unit trust.
What are unit trusts?
Well, it's basically it's a saving mechanism. You put aside a minimum amount of money, which can grow with interest on a monthly basis.
The next training clip looks at unit trusts in more detail. A unit trust is an innovative product that pools the money of many investors and invests these funds into a portfolio consisting of assets such as blue chip shares on the JSE, Namibian Stock Exchange, government bonds, and listed property. By pooling your resources with many other investors, you are able to access investments that may not normally be available to an individual. This portfolio is managed by leading investment managers whose only focus is to maximize your returns. They do this after conducting extensive research. Your investment in a unit trust is also well protected and regulated by government legislation and industry standards. To keep track of your investment in a unit trust, the fund is divided into equal portions called units. Each unit has a price or net asset value, based on the underlying value of the assets that make up the investment portfolio. When you invest in a unit trust, you are allocated units according to the amount of money you have invested and the price of the units on the day you buy them. For example, if the price per unit is 10 Namibian dollars and you invest 1,000 Namibian dollars, you will receive 100 units. Units are priced daily because the value of the underlying assets in the investment portfolio changes every day in line with market movements. For example, if the unit price rises to 12 Namibian dollars, your investment would be worth 1,200 Namibian dollars. Unit trusts offer a wide range of fund options for investors. For a low-risk investment, you can select a unit trust that invests in money market or cash instruments, and longer-term investors who need capital growth can select a unit trust that invests in shares on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange or the Namibian Stock Exchange. By investing in a unit trust fund, you can create wealth by tapping into the expertise of top investment managers, irrespective of how much you have to invest. A unit trust gives you complete flexibility. You can invest an amount from as little as 200 Namibian dollars a month or a 5,000 Namibian dollar lump sum. You can buy and sell whenever you want. There is no lock-in period. You can choose a unit trust portfolio that meets your investment needs. Sanlam has one of the largest and longest established unit trust management companies in Namibia and South Africa. The company offers a wide selection of unit trust funds, ranging from conservative low risk to aggressive higher risk. Its funds invest in all asset classes, shares or equity, property, government and corporate bonds, cash, offshore, etc., enabling you, the client, to choose the right fund to meet both your investment return and risk requirements. Sanlam Namibia further has a dedicated team of investment managers managing these unit trust funds. Its funds have produced excellent long-term performance. As an example, the SIM General Equity Fund has consistently outperformed both the average return from the JSE as well as the average return of all the general equity funds. Sanlam Namibia's expert and professional client service team ensures that the company delivers outstanding service to its clients. Its unit trust funds can be accessed in a variety of ways, directly via the website, through its call center, or through the financial advisors. To help us understand how to invest in unit trusts and other innovative investment vehicles, we spoke to Mr. Vikas Fourie and Mr. Andre Swartz, who are business development managers in the Equity and Collective Investment Department at Sanlam Namibia Holdings.
My name is Vikas Fourie. I'm the Business Development Manager for Sanlam Namibia Unit Trust. A unit trust is a collective investment product or a pooled fund, whereby ordinary investors' money is pooled together to allow larger buying power. Or simply stated, it allows the ordinary man in the street to invest in the stock market in order to gain real return, in other words, to beat inflation. Unit trust is a very well regulated industry where the client's money is protected through institutions like NAMFISA, the AUTN, and with the coming of the new FIM bill, regulation complies as companies in order to take the best possible action for clients' investments. It also is very cost effective, where all the costs are shared amongst unit holders. It's very liquid, And it's very cheap to invest as well, where you can invest as little as $200 Namibian a month in a unit trust. There are two ways in which a person can invest in a unit trust. The first is a direct investment with the unit trust company itself, where the investor simply contacts the company directly through its call center. In our case, we have a call center dedicated to service clients directly. Or the second, which a person can invest in a unit trust, is through an accredited financial advisor or accredited broker.
My name is Andri Swartz. I'm Business Development Manager at Sanlam Namibia Personal Portfolios. We are a LISP or a link investment service provider, or in other words, an investment administration platform. We give the client the opportunity to combine all of their investments in unit trust with different mancos into one portfolio according to their risk profile as well as their investment needs. We've got about 1,000 South African funds as well as all of the 55 Namibian funds that the client can make use of, and these funds are all together available on our four main products: our discretionary money or investment plan, our three contractual products, that is the retirement annuity, preservation fund, your pension preservation and provident preservation fund, as well as our investment linked living annuity. The biggest advantage of investing into SP Square is diversification. We now give the end client the opportunity not to diverse into different asset classes, but also different unit trust funds, different management companies, as well as different asset managers. Together with your financial intermediary, you now have the opportunity of choosing your portfolio out of 1,000 plus funds, ideally to your risk profile as well as your financial needs, in order to give you real return over inflation. The easiest way to invest into SP Square is to contact one of our accredited advisors or brokers.
Isn't it reassuring to know that as you're thinking,
this is it, the love of my life,
we are thinking life cover. When you're thinking,
maybe he'll be a doctor,
we are thinking provision for education. That while you're thinking,
I'm doing all the work,
or perhaps
I'm doing all the work,
we're thinking retirement planning. And as you're thinking,
yes, all right,
we're thinking investments. Because the last thing on your mind is the first thing on ours. Sanlam, thinking ahead.
Sanlam Namibia Holdings is offering one lucky viewer an awesome prize, a BlackBerry Curve cell phone. All you have to do is answer the following question. Which product did we discuss in tonight's episode? Is it A, investment plan, B, savings plan, or C, unit trusts? SMS FW followed by your answer A, B, or C, your name and your town to 62221. That is 62221. Do not miss this opportunity to win yourself a BlackBerry Curve cell phone. The winner will be announced during the next Sanlam editions of Financewize. Today on CareerWise, we are chatting to Mr. Vikas Fourie, who is a Business Development Manager at Sanlam Namibia Holdings.
My name is Vikas Fourie. I'm the Business Development Manager for Sanlam Namibia Unit Trust. Our main clients are pension funds, government parastatals, corporate businesses and financial advisors, and our main duties would be to then service these clients in order to sell our products, in essence being rather, if you can call it that, a wholesale client to these intermediaries in the market. Qualifications needed is a strong background in finance, preferably a bachelor's degree in economics or accounting would serve you well in this industry. For a successful incumbent, you would need a great attention to detail and be results driven, as well as be client orientated. But above all, you need to have a passion for people and deliver a great service. The challenges are quite simple in the sense that we have ever-changing market conditions where the markets either go up or down, and that drives investor sentiment, which means that you could either have clients that are very positive and want to invest all the time, or when the markets are down, they want to withdraw their money. That is a big challenge in our industry. As well as regulation proposes a great challenge for us as well in order to comply with ever-increasing regulation in order to protect the clients as well.
Now that we have explored unit trusts in detail, we look at this important service offered by Sanlam Namibia to its clients in practice. After all, at the end of the day, what matters is the service offered to clients.
Yo, Peter, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it?
Cool, man.
Yeah. I'm just busy here finishing this off.
Yeah, one can see that it's your birthday, man.
Oh, I totally forgot. Today's my birthday.
I mean, you're not serious.
Really? I forgot.
No, anyway, we got something for you, man.
Oh, thanks, boss, man.
So the salary is there, your bonus is there, and then the contribution by the staff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much, man.
Well,
thank you.
I hope you spend it wisely.
Yeah, I will.
And by the way, are you done? Are you done with the instruments I told you?
Yeah, I'm busy with them now, but I'll have them ready in an hour's time.
Okay.
Okay.
No, cool. Enjoy your day, man.
Thank you very much, boss.
Alright.
Okay, I'll see you later. I wonder what this is. Yo! Shoo!
Peter, what's up? Why are you dancing around in your office like this?
It's my friend. I just got a check from the boss. He said it includes my salary and a bonus plus money from the staff.
Nice. Let me see.
No, I'm not gonna let you see how much money I got.
Come on. I just want to see how much you got, man.
I can make you feel how heavy it is because you'll tell me this check is heavy.
You're one
check.
lucky guy. Oh, I wish I had one like that.
Sure, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with all this money, man.
Well, it's Friday. Let's go party!
Definitely. Hey, babe.
Hey, babe. Okay, what's going on? He never just walks in the house like that. Peter, where are you going? I'm talking to you. And you're just walking away from me like that?
I'm going to see a man.
Yeah, right. What man? Whenever you mention a man, it's either you're going drinking with your friends.
No, I can see a man. What's the problem?
Seriously.
I'm
so
serious.
who's that man apparently now?
I'm just, it's for a few hours. I'm not gonna take long.
Peter, are you lying to me again?
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Okay. I'm going to see a man about a dog.
What dog?
A dog, normal. You see, you spoiled the surprise now.
What surprise?
I'm gonna buy you a puppy. You see, now you spoiled the surprise.
Like seriously?
I'm serious.
What's like a poodle, a chihuahua?
They are gooitjies. Okay, bye. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Who
much.
is it? I'm
There's someone at the door.
coming.
Go.
Peter, you better get me that puppy.
I'm gonna get you the
waiting.
puppy.
I love you.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Nalao.
Hey, girl.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm so fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, like really crazy right here. Anyways, do you want water? Can I get you water to drink?
Please, anything will do at the moment.
Hold up. Yeah, and then there was like, it was so crazy here, like at the mall. I mean, now, girl, where's your head at? I mean, I got so much gossip for you, and it's like you're in deep thought and stuff. Anyways, don't let Peter hear you. I don't know. I don't know what to say, but yeah, it's good you came over. I got a lot to tell you. But yeah, so how have you been?
Sorry, girl, sorry. I've been so distracted lately. Like, I've been thinking a lot. We're really getting old.
Yeah, we really are growing old, my friend. I mean, we grow old day by day.
And the thing is, like, I always ask myself, like, have you thought about your future? Have you planned for it?
My future? I haven't really thought about it. I mean, it's not something that can happen within time. Because you can never really tell what can happen in time.
Girl, that's the problem with us people. We always wait for the accident to happen, and at the end of the day, we run around holding our heads, not even knowing what to do.
What are you exactly trying to say? I mean, you can never know what's gonna happen tomorrow or the day after.
I know, but have you heard of unit trust?
Yeah, I've heard about it. That's for millionaires, people like Bill Gates. Look at me, I don't even own a range.
No. Unit trusts are a very, very good medium-term savings plan. A management company pools your money, I think, alongside thousands of investors and whatnot. They then are spread across large numbers of investments. Each investor receives a certain number of units for the money that they invest. You check. So the company manages the unit trust the whole time. That's how it works.
Oh, okay, I get it now. Yeah, but the thing is, I cannot be paying every month, hey, because I got so much on my plate right now. But one thing for sure I can do is, I know I'll invest the money I have right now, and then maybe later, with the sense I get here and there, you know.
So yeah, the costs are actually shared, and all the administration and paperwork is done for you at a tiny fraction of the expense of doing it.
Wow. That sounds great. So how long should one invest?
Well, that's the good thing about unit trust. You can invest a lump sum, or you can just do monthly installments, and you pay everything. You can pay every little cent. Time when you have that money, you don't need to pay it at once. It's not a once-off thing. See, that's why it's cheaper for everyone to afford.
That sounds awesome. If you didn't come today, how was I gonna know about all this? I mean, I even have to talk to Peter about this. I have to set up a meeting with Davison. Like, seriously, that sounds really awesome. Like, thanks a lot, Melao. You're a real great help.
I think I should just call this guy and tell him I'm not coming, man. I'm so disappointed. Just call him. Hey, Mike. No, I'm not there yet, man. I don't think I'm gonna come anymore, man. I decided... I've been hearing Jenny and them talking here. My wife and her friend, they were talking here about some unit trust thing, and it's actually kind of interesting because I would rather use this money to go save it at a unit trust or something, man. No, I'm not chickening out, but I think it's the best thing to do, man. You never know what can happen. You never know when I might need this money seriously, rather than just blowing it up on some party. Yeah, she said it's Sanlam, Namibia. Talk something about Davis and something that they're gonna go see. I think I'm just gonna go with my wife.
The beauty of unit trust is that the investor needs no expert knowledge. You don't require experience in buying or selling or knowledge of shares. Teams of professional economic and market analysts will invest on your behalf to ensure the maximum capital gains and income growth. With a small regular monthly amount or low single lump sum, you can share in the biggest and best the economy has to offer investors. Clearly, you don't need to be a millionaire to share in the advantages unit trusts have to offer. Because of their proven track record, unit trusts have become an ideal way of providing for medium-term needs. Investing in unit trusts can meet your needs for a deposit on a home, an education for your child, owning your own car, or saving for retirement. With unit trusts, you have direct access to the money invested. On receiving a written instruction, the management company will immediately sell the investor's units at the prevailing price. The investor will receive his money shortly afterwards, usually within 3 to 5 working days. The advantage this has for taking care of a sudden financial crisis is obvious. In addition, you can invest for as long as you like. You do not need to sign a contract committing you to invest for a certain period. Few other investments are as accessible and flexible as unit trusts. Please remember that the points made in this program are not meant to give you personal advice. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to financial planning. The point of this program is to give you a more tangible look at how an individual might implement the ideas discussed. There are many other alternatives out there, and we strongly encourage you to explore them and see what works best for you. Whatever you do, keep the principles we've learned in mind and never stop trying to learn more. This is Danta Kostumi Malani encouraging you to get finance-wise. See you next time.